Hello, watch lovers. You know what time it is. And joining me tonight, I have the famous Kaylee.
Hi, guys.
And Gavin.
Evening all. Welcome to Monday. Great to be back. We're just sitting there watching the title sequence. And Kaylee said, God, Paul looks so brown.
He does, doesn't he?
And Spencer revealed a little secret.
I think he has a few sunbeds here and there.
A few summers, or does he use the spray fake tan?
Yeah, because he definitely does look a little bit brown.
Sets its teeth off. Guys, thanks for joining us. It is Monday night. It's 8 o'clock, and good to be back with you all. Got an interesting little show this evening. First of all, let's just kick things off. Kaylee's just been telling us before we came live on the air that she's very now into football, and Spencer said, "The season's finished." Kaylee, what is it?
It's not really the time, is it?
Not really. Yeah. What's happened, Kaylee?
Do you know what it is? It's because my Twitter, all they talk about is, because there seems to have been a game on every second of every day at the minute. My Twitter is just filled with it. So now I just got like a little bit into it. But City
it's a good time, isn't it, Gav?
It is a good time. I'd like to say congratulations, Tottenham, on a massive fourth place, a 5-0 drubbing of Norwich, and pipping the filth to fourth. We're pleased with that, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Cracking into the season, though. I know we're not here to talk about football.
And Leeds staying up.
Leeds staying up, and City coming from 2-0 behind.
9-2.
Yeah, and the Scousers messing it up.
Yeah. But they got the final, haven't they?
Yeah.
This week?
To be fair, Champions League final. Yeah. We're all going to be tuning into that one. We've got a little interesting show. Let's first of all kick off with a little wrist roll. Kaylee, apart from your iWatch,
that
you've left on, what are you sporting on your other wrist?
So I have the yellow 41mm. I thought it's quite sunny at the minute, except for it's raining now. But it's quite a summery watch. I thought, you know what?
And being discontinued.
And it's discontinued.
And the brief was tonight, we're bringing watches for the summer.
Yeah.
Seeing as we're all getting our summer bodies on, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes. Spencer, what are you... oh, that's a pretty one. Let's have a little look at that.
So this is a vintage 18038.
A 18038. Let's just give it a slight little.
And again, these always come out this time of year: May, June, summer. Another really popular watch is the bimetal sub, which I've got to bring one tonight.
That's actually very, very nice and in good condition, Spence.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'll tell you what, let's get a little flashlight on it as well, because I've got all hands.
And as well, it's got a nice bracelet as well.
Right. Okay. Very, very nice. Oh yeah, it don't even need a light, does it? Doesn't even need a light. Has that gone off, or I'll kill my battery? That's fine, James. We're all good. Spence, you see these like quite often through. Is it a seasonal thing in terms of
blue bimetal subs? Always, once summer comes out, short sleeves. That's a real summer.
Yeah.
In the steel and blue and steel and black.
In Emirati says, I want the candy pink version of that nice watch.
In the 41.
In the 40. They don't do a 41. They never did a 41.
No,
did they?
So it'll be a 36 is the biggest that they do.
Absolutely.
I still have one.
Good evening, Red Shovel. Great to have you back with us just for a wee look about. Lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well. Good evening to Ian, to Greggy Boy, to Brian, to Matt.
Ian Nicholson there.
Yes.
I want to thank you, Ian, and here's a little something, Gavin, from Ian.
Ian did message me to say he sent through a little gift, and I didn't really know what he was talking about. It was hi guys, I hope you're all doing well down at BQ Watches. Seen these and thought Spencer and Gav are daft enough to support Tottenham. So one for Gavin, one for Spencer. Kind regards, Ian Nicholson. Ian, no wonder you win all our competitions. Let's have a look at. Look at this.
There's a few quid.
Are you telling me, Ian?
They have some money.
Hold on a second. Are you telling me, Ian, that they sold up in Newcastle Tottenham wallets? Or that is beautiful. I've got to tell you, I currently don't have a wallet, so I am going to be sporting all my credit cards and no money right into there. That is absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much, Ian. You're a top man.
And thank you, Ian. Thank you.
And also, Ian, thank you always for your constant support. Now, you saw Ian at the weekend, didn't you?
Yep.
Where have you... Oh, sorry, hold on a second before we do go anywhere.
Go on, finish.
Come on. No one even asked me.
What are you wearing,
sporting
Gav?
this beautiful, stunning Casio G-Shock, which was a gift, as you know. Spence, you take your cheap Rolex back.
Thank you.
And I'm going to put my lovely G-Shock on there, which was a gift from a couple of the boys who sent it into the show for me. Which I absolutely love, from Nick and David. So just to let you know, boys, that is my summer wear, my daily beater, and I absolutely love it. Thank you so much. The weekend, apart from the football, you and Thorpe.
Well, Paul asked me to go down to Portobello Road.
Yeah.
So Saturday morning, I was down there just after 10 and met a few of the guys. We had a walk round, had a look at some stuff.
What were you looking round
Paul looked
for?
at the clothing, the china, name it.
Wasn't trying to get you dressed again, was he?
He did have a look at a few things. There was a few watches. To be honest with you, there's not a lot of watches there. A few vintage pieces, not loads.
Ian Nicholson's asking Spencer, how did the oysters go down?
Yes, I bought them. By the way, oysters, we're not talking watches here. There was a stall selling oysters and I took some for my sister-in-law. It was her birthday.
Well, you don't like her? You don't like her?
No, I don't like oysters. But apparently they were all well and no one got ill, so they must have been good.
Greggy, you're asking what model that is. I'm going to be really honest and say I've completely forgotten. But I will look up. In fact, if I stick it on the camera stand for a second, you've probably got a better chance of Googling the picture than I have. And actually, I don't even think it's on the back because I was looking. If I show you the back, there we go. You can't really see. But yeah,
Very
it is a
yellow.
it's a real, as Paul Thorpe would say, that's a real bit of me. A real bit of me. So what was the plan then? You went down to, Paul took everybody.
Had arranged just to meet some of the guys. So there was a good half dozen, 10 of us there. Had a walk round, had a look at the different stalls there. And then Paul took everyone to the Honest Burger.
Shut up.
He did, yeah.
Shut up. What? Hold on a second. Paul Thorpe put his hand in his pocket.
Yeah. Very kind of you, Paul.
That's very nice, Paul.
And we all went there for lunch.
Do you know why? Because he noticed the biggest eater wasn't there. That's why he got the bill, didn't he?
But do you know something? It was very buzzy down there. It really was.
It's a great place, Portobello Road, isn't it? I mean, not just for it. Funnily enough, it kind of reminds me in a funny way like of Carnaby Street in terms of it's a real tourist attraction. You get lots of different types of people down there. Very eclectic.
Yeah.
Lot of posh people as well. Wandering around there, but it's very, very busy and buzzy, isn't it?
I mean, it was mobbed.
Did any of the boys heed any of Paul's advice on buying things? Anybody pick up any stuff?
Not that I know of, no.
Stuart Pitts, did anyone buy anything? Any watches, anything?
No.
Just everybody, Tim Jacks, cracking burger it was too. Riggs, Honest Burger is lovely. It's all about the burgers, absolutely. Kaylee, what were you up to the weekend? Because obviously you didn't get invited to that either.
She had the week off. Well, she would have done, but she didn't come into work, Gav.
What do you mean she didn't come into work?
Well, she had the week off and the Saturday off as well.
Well, you know how I know she had a week off? Because Kaylee, bless you, Kaylee brought me back a stick of rock from her holidays. I mean, all I'm waiting for now is like a postcard in the post to say, having a lovely time, wish you were here, with a picture with a guy with a napkin on his head.
I got that as well, Gav.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
You're very, very thoughtful, Kaylee. Kaylee, that's very, very thoughtful.
Sorry, James.
Yeah, James, sorry you missed out once again. And it said on there, Westwood Ho.
But can I also say, I went and spent quite a bit of money in a tourist shop. I'm not even a tourist there. My mum and dad live there. Like, I don't know what. And I was like buying things. I went in there and I was really like, oh my God, what is this? I bought anklets for me and my sisters. I bought some keychains. I was like, not even a tourist.
You're not even a tourist?
No.
Stuart Pitt, thoughts on Spurs making the Champions League? Stuart, we are delighted. We are elated. We can't believe we're back. Exactly where we deserve to be, actually, I think.
Champions League next year, trips away.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Look, thank God, everybody, it's not on a Monday. Because otherwise we'd have to move our night. Imagine if Champions League was on a Monday.
When's it on?
Wednesday.
I've had you've had some fantastic trips abroad, haven't you? Where have you been to see Spurs?
Madrid.
Yeah. Madrid, Barcelona.
Had the final in Madrid.
Yeah, that wasn't so good. That wasn't so good, was it?
But no, looking forward to it.
Yeah. So very, very excited, and obviously even better that Arsenal are nowhere to be seen in that. So nothing for them. Very good. Super happy with that. Actually, I have to say I'm delighted for Man City as well, because I think yesterday showed true champions. To come from 2-0 behind, knowing you need to do it, turn on the gas, 5 lucky minutes. What a body blow that is for Liverpool, though, isn't it? Absolute body blow. Yeah. Joseph Buckner says, Westwood Ho, North Devon, lovely part of the world.
Yes, it is.
PD says, is Kane staying? I think
so. I think they'll all be staying now.
I think they will absolutely all be staying. Because why wouldn't you? We've got Antonio Conte, is one of the best managers in the world. We're having a bit of a turnaround. They all love playing for him, apparently.
Yeah.
Red Shovel, it's a super chat. Oh, by the way, I'd just like to say, I worked out via YouTube how to turn on the super chat for the day that Janilda was leaving.
Yeah.
And I've never quite worked out how to turn it off, but rest assured I will be turning that off. But thank you for the £1.79. Thoughts on the recently released Archie luxury movie? Well, that's a very good question, but I have to say I have been way too busy and I didn't even know.
When was it there?
I don't subscribe to Archie. I don't know. Red, when was that released? I will take a look at it later when I get home.
Yeah.
But I haven't
seen
not
it.
a lot.
We've been quite busy today, to be honest.
Yeah, I haven't had any time for sort of YouTube catching up at the moment, but it's been. But we will take a look because I should imagine somewhere along the line we're going to feature in there. But Red, great to have you with us, and hope you're doing good. James says another trophy you won't win. That's probably very true. We probably won't win the Champions League, but you've got to be in it to win it, 100%. Guys, if you do have any questions tonight for Kaylee or Spencer, please do pop them in. We are talking about watches as well as football. Will BQ still be sponsoring the Tottenham Stadium? Yeah, probably very likely. It could be this tight. Yeah,
chance.
The BQ Stadium.
Maybe we'll take the naming rights.
The naming rights. That'll only cost you a couple of day dates. Yeah. The BQ, although everyone say it was the B&Q Stadium, they'll think you're trying to sell...
hardware.
Yeah, sell some hardware. So what's been going on at BQ? Spence, come on. We always ask the question. How's it been? What's going on?
It's been busy. It has been busy. Obviously, people have seen what's been going on.
Yep.
Things have been settling down a bit.
Yep.
Things have come off the highs without question. Things are... a lot of the big ticket items have come down.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So like the Platinum Daytonas.
But we were talking before, weren't we?
Yeah.
They're still sort of where they were around 100, 120, which is where they were about 6
months ago. Yeah.
But they had climbed to like unrealistic
Like
levels.
over 200
Yeah.
they were at. And
150s, 180s. So those have come down a bit. Oyster Flexes have come down. All the big items.
Yeah.
Regular date just much the
Subs.
same. Subs much the same.
Yeah.
Vintage, unaffected.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that have been quite consistent,
steady and
been the same.
consistent.
Yeah.
Listen, it's like with anything in life, isn't it? We all sat here every show going, "Can you believe what's happening?
Keep going
It
up.
can't keep going.
But it did.
But it did.
For a number of months.
Yeah, until literally. But even when the pop comes, the pop takes us back to 6 months ago, and so things are steady, Eddie.
Yeah.
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 And
but there seems more stock around at the minute.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Riggs is asking what's on the wrist, Spencer. We did do that a couple of seconds ago,
Yeah,
but
that was day date.
just for the sake of showing it again, I'll take my G-Shock off. And Spencer's got this lovely... Give us the model number, Spencer.
Vintage 18038. That's from late 70s.
There we go. Little vintage piece for you. I asked the boys to bring in... the boys and girls to bring in some summary... Sorry, Kaylee. The guys to bring in some summary kind of watches. Can you guys please increase the volume on Spencer's microphone? It's very uneven between you guys. Thanks. Murat, I'd just like to say this. If you watch the video back where Spencer's voice is uneven, it's because he does this, then he does this. It's nothing to do with the volume. It's to do with the person operating the microphone. So I really appreciate it.
All right, Murat, we'll see what we can do here. But
I can't change the boss. The boss can't use a microphone after a year and 4 months. I'm sorry about that. Josh Benson says, quick set or not?
No,
not quick set, Josh. Josh, how are you? Where you've been? Haven't seen you for a little while.
Tell Josh the quick set is the 18238.
There we go. You told him yourself.
Yep.
Right into your microphone.
Okay.
That'll please Murat.
Okay.
Martin Maguire, will Rolex AD start selling pre-owned? If so, do you think the prices will be lower than grey markets? Love the show, guys. I've heard a lot about this recently.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Paul's video. I was very
And?
confused.
Well, you're asking me. You're the watch expert.
I don't believe they will. And they won't be because they would take everything back through Rolex.
Yep.
And you'd be looking at a fortune on refurb costs.
Yep.
You know, they'd be redoing bracelets, dials, everything. So
You
the
think
pre-owned
they'd
would
want
be
to put
made
them back?
like new.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And
That's why I don't think they can do it.
Yeah.
Because the costs would outweigh the value
Yeah.
compared to new. The pre-owned would be going for more. An old Datejust would be selling for more than it ever sold for.
yeah, because of the refurb costs. Heavenly Mark says, just want to say thanks for keeping me entertained all week on the beach in Spain. Great to have good content to chill out to. Mark, I hope you had a great time. Thank you for sending through some of the Instagram stuff. I loved your daily updates of looking for your Moonswatch. I thought that was hilarious. And just the looky men on the beach. And also thanks for the snapshot of you watching our channel while sitting with your feet up. That was good to see. Right, guys, you brought some watches in. What have you brought in? I said summer. You said...
There we go.
Summer.
We did forget the bimetal.
Okay. So first off, we've got this ladies' Rolex. Now, I said, bring in some watches that you think would be nice for summer. We brought in one ladies' watch, haven't we? Kaylee, tell me what we've got here.
So this is a Datejust 69158.
Yeah.
It's 1990. And it's got the diamond bezel, I believe,
Okay.
with the diamond dial. I think it's lovely.
It's just absolute classic.
Yeah, and it's got the diamond shoulders as well.
Now, you're a lady, Kaylee.
I am.
Okay. Kaylee, what do you love about this, and why for you is this a summery watch?
The diamonds.
Just all about the diamonds.
But I just think just the whole watch I think is
It's
lovely.
just a
with
classic ladies' 90s Rolex.
Now, we're going away next weekend, Spencer. Do you think we'll see a few of these on the wrists of some of the people at the adventurous wedding we're going to?
There's a very good chance.
Yeah, I think
Very good
it's
chance.
absolutely beautiful. It's a little small for my wrist, but what does this sell in the region of? Do you even know? I've asked.
It's about 12,950.
Okay, so it's just short of 13k.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's a 1990.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we else we got?
I do have another ladies' watch, which is the complete opposite
Okay.
to that one.
Complete opposite because no diamonds.
No diamonds. All still.
Okay.
And
No date.
Okay, I mean, I have to say, I actually really do like this watch.
So this is the 31mm candy pink Oyster Perpetual, which is a lovely ladies' watch.
And do you know what? For me, as a sort of starting entry-level Rolex, and with the colours, I never get bored of looking at this when I
No.
come in and go through the vaults. And it's always nice when I see some of the other colours pop up that you've bought in as well, because they do sort of turn over, reasonably quickly.
It's very interesting what's going to happen though, because we know a few have been discontinued. The candy pink only comes in 36. Of what's going to happen, whether they'll roll out and discontinue all the others,
Yeah.
whether something will come to replace it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been an
because
OP.
the Tiffany, they've only discontinued in the 41,
Yeah.
not any other size.
Yes, I know one of our viewers is
Which
picking up a Tiffany
really,
later on this week.
Oh.
Aren't they? I don't like to name names, but it's lovely. Just a quick question. Matt H says, Spencer, has the watch got the engineered bezel? Is that a fluted bezel? I'm talking.
Yours.
It must be the.
Your day.
Oh,
day.
what one?
Your day.
On day. This is the fluted.
It's the fluted bezel. Thank you for answering that question. So yeah, for me, this watch kind of is. If you're going to have an everyday wear for a summer, it is a lovely, lovely piece, and particularly they have held on to their values, haven't they?
Yeah.
Despite all the carnage everywhere else that other people think are going on, this thing hasn't moved, it hasn't
No.
budged.
No.
Okay, that's amazing. If I put that on, it's probably just a little bit too small for me, isn't it? I mean, it looks absolutely ridiculous on me.
This is the one though. Gavin,
Yeah.
this really is.
Gav, I will say it looks slightly too
Do you
small.
think it looks
on you.
slightly too small on me? I don't know. What do you
Yeah.
think, everyone?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. It's like a
I would say yes.
1980s
This is the one
swatch.
that everyone wants. I think this is our last one left of this.
Yeah, it is.
Our last one left. Oh. It's like a Del Boy line, isn't it? I've only got one left. Right, well, I mean, this is See, once again, I just don't get bored looking at this.
No, this is. I love this.
And it's definitely just all about the colour and the simplicity of the watch, because it tells the time, Kaylee. That's now my little catchphrase when we do our
Well, it is.
unboxings.
It's sort of the entry. I mean, price wise,
Yeah,
is what was that? £4,800.
Yeah.
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 And that's now discontinued?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in answer to your next question, which I take it's going to come along, in the region of £30,000.
I mean, it's
So
it's
multiple
still
wise, that's one
10
of the
times, yeah,
big-
sort of like
9,
6. Yeah.
4,800 to sort of 30.
Yeah.
30 to 40,000. I think 30 is more realistic
Yeah.
on that
Yeah.
piece.
And it's amazing is that's actually almost like in the real world, a little bit insane still. But it hasn't budged.
No.
And that's kind of where it sort of stays. Rolex Watch Collector says, my first Rolex sub no date was a 2013 purchase from a Rolex AD in 2018. I paid £300 over list. Wow. There we go. Rara says, are they still crazy price? It seems that they are. Price on the blue OP. If you're talking about the Tiffany one here.
This one here in the region of 30,000.
Yeah, it's around 30 grand. Paul Steventon. Good evening, everyone. The Mad Watch Collector. Hello, Russell. Hope you're well.
Hi, Russell.
That is a ridiculous price for an entry-level Rollie. And yes, my friend, you are right. But that said, with everything that's going on, it's one of the few models that has really sustained its price, stayed where it is, and yeah, that's the last one, isn't it?
It's more or less the money of a Daytona nowadays.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, Greggy Boy says 100% Russ. I mean, I guess that's the thing. I couldn't part with 30 grand for that. I mean, obviously, you parted with plenty of money for it, and hopefully there'll be a buyer the other side. But, Spencer, I know you do part exchanges, don't you?
Yeah, go on.
If you ever feel like you want to take...
Let's have a look.
Now, by the way, David and Nick, I hope you won't be offended, but if I was to trade in my
I'll give you
G-Shock...
500 against the OP. How's that?
Yeah, well, only if I can have the OP at list.
I'll tell you what, if I can have it at list, you can have it at list.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah. General Wombo, who in their right mind would buy that? It's 2 grand less than a rose gold day date. And the watch collector says because of the flipping colour. And he's right. And it's probably not even the right colour, but there we go. Mad About Watches. What has happened to the price of the Rolex 116900? Has it tanked? An Air King.
That's the Air King in the region of £11,000.
And they've got up to where?
A little bit higher.
Spencer into your mic.
13.
I don't think it's been
About
much
13.
more than that.
Yeah, so it's come off a couple of grand. Okay.
The new one apparently is just starting to come to the market. The new 126900.
Gotcha. Thank you, Paul Stevenson, with the ton at the end. Stevenson. Has BQ sold their white gold meteorite Daytona?
It's out with someone at the minute.
Yeah. I mean, watches are still turning over. I nearly fell off my chair today. Not that I often do when I come to your place. But bearing in mind, everybody has been talking about all the... I saw the amount of packages go. I saw the piled high boxes that were packaged up, posted, ready. There must have been like 40 watches there all going out the door.
There's still stuff going out.
Yeah. Amazing. What we got next?
126619, the blue sub. 18, sorry.
The blue
the 19
sub.
is the white gold version.
Now, this, my friends, I think is a beast of a watch.
Yeah.
Let's pop it on here. Look at that in the colour.
See, to me, that's summer.
That is summer.
Yeah.
Yellow
That
gold
is-
with the
And
blue.
look at the bezel on that. The bezel is just stunning.
Yeah.
That to me says Capri.
That to me
Yeah,
says
beach, sea.
Yeah,
party.
it says beach, sea, Mykonos.
Yeah,
Yes,
on a yacht.
It really does. An absolute monster. I absolutely love that. Can I borrow that for the wedding? Spencer and I are going to a wedding, by the way.
We're not getting married, just in case.
Yeah, just to put it out there, in case you're all wondering, we're not getting married, but we're going to be away next Monday, aren't we?
Yep.
Now, if everybody gives us an upvote, we're going to bully Paul into coming on and co-hosting with a takeover with Kaylee. So, Paul, if you're watching, we'd love you to come up to the studio next week and take over while Spencer is away. Yeah, we've got a lovely summer wedding in Ibiza, which we're all very much looking forward to. Can I just try this one on?
Sure.
Can I have this on APRO for a weekend? Look at that.
It hasn't got a passport, can't travel that.
Can't travel.
No.
That's really, I mean, literally it's gone halfway up my wrist, it's so big. But that is really,
Yeah, I
really
love
lovely.
that.
Really, really lovely. It sits absolutely beautifully. Because when I think of summer and growing up as a younger man, I think I've said on the show many times, I was never really a fan of Rolexes, full stop. Just not something I aspired to sort of wear. And certainly not a gold watch. And now that I'm 51, I think that's the absolute nuts.
Yeah.
So it just shows you everyone can change.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. That says to me you're going to get mugged. Well, maybe not. Let's hope not. That's really, really lovely. How much is such a watch, Spencer?
£41,750.
Compared to the OP, that feels like an absolute bargain, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's swap these. What do we got next? Oh, this looks beautiful.
And that's the day date, the 228238.
Now, this belonged to a celebrity, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this belonged to an absolute legend celebrity. You can pop in your comments who you think the celebrity that
You'll never guess.
Never guess.
once owned this watch. Well, someone out there probably will know who it was.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's have a little look at that.
And he's a lovely person.
He's a lovely chap.
honestly.
He once owned this watch. He's an absolute legend. And Spencer yanked it from his wrists and hopefully gave him a
There
fair
we
price
go.
for it.
BQ stock.
Yeah, BQ stock. Tell me what that model is, Spencer.
228238.
And what is that dial?
It's like a silver, isn't it like a
I think it's called the Motif.
Yeah.
It's the Motif dial.
Beautiful. And I
It's
got to
like
tell you.
got a linen sort of texture on it.
Yeah,
but
Joe says Rod Stewart. Stuart Pitt, give us a guess. Craig Frood, Jason Statham. Greggy Boy
They're
says
close.
must be a proper player. Greggy, you're right. This guy is a proper player,
Yeah.
a proper celeb.
No. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's as
It's an A-lister.
A-lister.
Yeah.
And actually, maybe a little bit in the YouTube world as well. I know he's had a couple of appearances on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no one's going to
yeah.
know because there's no name on the card.
There's no name on the card. But one thing I do know is he always smells nice as well.
Unreal.
Always. It's a stunning watch. One that I would be Chubby Brown. Sports person, Gerard Ratner. No. Robbie Williams. No. Do you tell the next owner? Well, I mean, we could tell the next owner. I mean,
Well,
it's
when
not,
someone buys
it's
it.
not really a selling point, really, to say
No,
that someone.
we
owns-
don't.
Do you think that? Because I remember
It's not
when.
like a signed shirt.
Yeah, it's not like one of the BQ watches signed mugs. I mean, they're in demand, aren't they?
They are
Guy
really
Ritchie.
are in demand.
He is a flipper. Yeah, it's a beautiful watch. I'm going to slide it off here, and I tell you what,
The weight of that.
that is heavy, and I never could imagine putting on a president's bracelet. But now,
That's stunning with that dial.
Stunning.
with this dial and that clasp, with the I mean, Paul Thorpe, that's a bit of me.
That looks
I
lovely.
really like that. Very pleased with that one. Can I have that for the weekend as well?
So
You can have
taken
one on
away.
each wrist.
Yeah. Talking of one on each wrist, I hear
What do you
there's
hear?
something special coming.
Look, I've been speaking for a week about this. I must discuss probably half a dozen of these pieces, but I haven't landed one yet.
Okay. So you've been promised something. Tell everybody what we're talking
I've been
about.
promised the Riddler. Okay.
Okay.
Last week I thought I was going to get one and show it on the show today.
Yeah.
I'm still in talks with a couple, and I'm hoping to get one. If we do, Kaylee, we'll put it up on Instagram.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to have
Sorry,
one
did
this
you just
week.
say if we get one, we're putting it up on Instagram?
Yeah.
Forget putting it on Instagram. Oh, but just call me. I'll be down there to
Okay, and
nab it off you.
we'll show it.
Yeah.
Okay. But that I may
because
take one.
I'm
I think I'm
left-handed.
going to keep that.
No.
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm going to try and be left-handed.
Are you going to try and wear it on your right hand, on your right wrist? If, in all seriousness, if you did buy it, would you wear it on your right wrist because it's the correct
No.
way to wear it? You would
You know
still wear it.
something? I can't wear watches on my right wrist. But look, we've got a list of a good few customers. Let's land it. I hate talking about this, but no, I can't wear a watch.
Yeah, I mean, I used to wear my watch on my right wrist. It just feels a bit funny doing it up
Mine's
now.
on my right wrist.
No, I
Maybe I
can't.
should wear it.
I can't.
I did hear they're only selling them to left-handed people. What do you think about that?
I've heard that.
Yeah.
They make people do writing tests.
Yeah. By the way, you can send me in because I'm left-handed.
But I get what you're saying. Like the date wheel of this on my right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just wrong. I can't read.
The Aristocrat. Is it just me or has anyone else made the observation that Gavin looks like Stanley Tucci? Please, someone Google who I look
James,
like.
please Google
Go on,
it.
James.
Yeah,
put it
but
up.
stick up on the screen. Let's have a good little laugh, whoever Stanley Tucci is. Heavenly Mark, can Spencer advise what his personal choice would be, Jubilee or Oyster? Any
On what watch?
long-term investment
on
bottom?
what watch?
Hold on a second. That's a good question. On what watch? Jubilee or Oyster, any long-term investment better option? So would it be better to have a Jubilee or an Oyster?
Personally,
On the Riddler, he's saying.
Jubilee, I think.
I'm
looks better.
Jubilee.
Yeah, you see, and I'm not. I'm Oyster, but not that. That's not investment advice. Just a question.
I think it
of
looks
what you
lovely on the
prefer.
Jubilee.
Yeah. Paul Thorpe, late to the show, everybody, tonight. Hi, everyone. Well, Paul, that's just not good enough, is it? Because let's be honest, we've been speaking about you for the last 35 minutes. You will now have to go back and see about all the nasty things Spencer said about you, about what you got up to the weekend. So, yeah, you'll have to rewind and take a look at that. But no, welcome to the show, Paul.
Oh, here it is, Gav.
Oh, I know. Yeah, him. He's a very famous actor.
Oh, yeah. That's really good.
He's a really famous actor.
And you're right. He's my cousin. Yeah, we're related. If I told you there was an actor in the 90s who people used to say I looked like, and thank you for that. Thank you, James. That's perfect. Yeah, but I can't remember his name. No, it wasn't Andy Peters. But anyway, it'll come back to me. Ian Nicholson, I inquired at my AD and says the left-handed sale is just rumoured. Anyone can get one if available. Yes, I think anybody will be able to get one. If
available.
I mean, you're obviously seeing a couple coming through. So
I've spoken with a few, but...
people are getting them now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Even though you haven't quite seen one yet. And I'll ask you ahead of you getting it because I'm really confident you're going to pick one up tomorrow. When you get it...
You hear that?
I'm confident. I'm confident you'll get one tomorrow. That picture was before Gav discovered carbs. You're absolutely right.
Oh, who said that?
I can take it. That's absolutely fine. Do you think it's going to sit right with you when you look at it? Because I saw Watch Eric's review of the watch, and he basically was like, this thing is just a mess. It's messing with my head. He said, but the bottom line is, I think the fact that it's messing with my head is why I kind of like it and why I kind of dig it, as it were, in my best Miami accent. The fact is, it all looks backwards. How do you think you're going to feel about it before it sits on your wrist?
I don't think I'll be able to wear it because it won't. On the left wrist, it just won't sit right.
Was it John Candy, Gavin? No, it wasn't John Candy.
Oh, the watch?
No. If I can actually... well, it's even more complicated because it was a black actor. So when I said Andy Peters, I wasn't far off, but it was another 1980s black actor, a comedian, English, and someone thought I looked like him. Yeah. I can't remember who it was, though. Mark Trev, my AD said they had 1,400 customers register their interest at my local AD 3 days after it was released.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we had quite a few inquiries the day after it was released.
People did ask, when do we think we'll be getting one?
Well, my favourite one was, have you got that in yet? The day after it came, and I was like...
But to be fair, I've been to my local goldsmiths, and I've been asking them, is the Tudor Black Bay Pro in? I mean, it seems to be as difficult to get one of those at the moment, current. And I don't understand why.
Well, we can't even get the Amigas here, can we?
Speaking of Amigas, that's a really good link, Spencer. I'd like to show you. Occasionally I do some work, and occasionally I do try and find some nice little watches. But I saw this has just been released. Kaylee, you know a little bit about this, don't you?
I do know about this.
So this is the new Moonshine Gold Speedmaster. And as soon as you saw it, you said...
That's the watch that Ryan Reynolds wore at the Met Gala.
What do we think about that, guys? I absolutely love that.
Well,
seeing as we're doing gold today, I thought it was a...
And the glass back.
Yeah, and the glass back. What do you think about that, Spence?
Yeah, it looks stunning.
You hadn't seen that before, had you? You knew nothing about that?
No.
That's lucky you're not in the watch business. I think that's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
And look at the bracelet. Bear in mind, we've just been talking...
A cross between... It's a cross.
Seen pictures of both Rhys James and Declan Rice both wearing the Riddler.
Yeah,
both wearing it on the left wrist. Greggy boy, Professor Clump. You can... yeah, no, that's close. 4 CDs with those hairy arms. Was it from Gorillas in the Mist? I've opened up a whole thing here, haven't I? Yeah, so I don't know the price of this Speedmaster. Somebody's put nice, but not at 32 grand.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, they are very expensive, the gold. The Amiga.
Yeah.
But I do think it's I would like to see that in the flesh. So if anybody wants to lend us one, please feel free. I like Ryan Reynolds, pretty cool guy, says Nicola. Another watch actually that I saw that's obviously they had the Patek Tiffany auction, went for millions and billions and trillions. There's another auction coming up later on this year at the biannual Children's Action Gala dinner, and Patek have created this watch. a special edition for it. It's unique. It's a one of one.
It's sort of a greeny blue, isn't it?
Yeah, and Spencer, just so you can keep yourself in touch, stick the November the 7th, 2022. That's the date of the auction. If you want to get your cheeky little bid in for it. But what do we think of that? It's
well, stunning.
Yeah, it's the Perpetual Calendar Chronograph 5270. Once again, completely clear on the case back. But I think it's quite a pretty looking watch.
Yeah, stunning.
Yeah. Nicola, those two footballers are two reasons not to buy a Riddler. I am. Samuel L. Jackson, very good, Uncle Jogger. No, I'm not Samuel L. Jackson lookalike. Wilmot. Gary Wilmot. Is it Gary Wilmot? Find me a picture of Gary Wilmot, please. That's who it was. In my teenage years, people said I look like Gary Wilmot. But there we go. Beautiful watches. You got it? You can't find Gary Wilmot. Oh, no, maybe it's not Gary Wilmot. Maybe that was the guy from...
It's someone who you went to school with.
Yeah.
Now I see it.
Do you?
Yeah, here it comes.
No, it can't be. Strap looks crap. I'm really liking those watches. So we're all too busy trying to find my doppelganger. No, it wasn't Gary Coleman. It definitely wasn't Gary Coleman. I'm sure it was Gary Wilmot. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah. But it was a younger version. It was him in the 80s. Can you see that? You need to find a picture of him for like 1987. Apparently, yeah. Yeah. Oh, look, Tim Jacks. Yeah, I can see that. 4 CDs. I can see Gary Wilmot. There we go. I'm the white Gary Wilmot. Said no one ever.
Hilarious.
Said no one ever. How do you think the rest of the year is going to pan out now from here with the watch world, Kaylee?
I mean, I think realistically, the prices, in my opinion, are getting to the prices that they're at now, or what people can afford, because of what they were 2 months ago. Like we were saying on the show, like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like they were changing every hour and going up every hour, but now I think they're at the right price.
Spencer,
they're going back to pre sort of 2020, like the tail end of 21.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where it's more sensible.
Yeah.
It was this year, the beginning part of this year, that things from sort of Feb through till March, April were crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think they're going to settle down a bit, and then people will buy what they want to buy and what they like.
Yeah.
And there'll be opportunities where things will be a bit more reasonable than they have been.
Yeah. I mean, and I guess the thing is for me is that it certainly hasn't changed my excitement about watches and seeing beautiful watches. And I guess that's the point here, isn't it?
Yeah.
But some people have seen more affordable and more sensible pricing than what it was.
Yeah. And also there's also perhaps if there's more supply now coming out of ADs potentially, then people are going to pick up, hopefully some nice, which is what we all want for people, isn't it?
And some of the new models that have been released.
We want to see everybody have nice watches on their wrists and to buy watches at the right price, which is great. I'm getting lots of Gary Wilmot comments now. We can put that to bed now. The joke's done. Gary Wilmot will be honoured. So can I give you an update, please, on Moonswatch World?
Yes, please.
If I thought I was done with it last week, I'm now totally over it.
What with London?
Yeah. Never going again to queue for anything. That's it. I'm never going back to ask if they've got one in stock because I'm just bored of the game now. Everyone I'm speaking to having the same experience. And the only advice I was given by the lovely people at Swatch Oxford Street was basically, we do get deliveries anywhere between 30 to 100 pieces on a delivery, on a shipment. But you need to do what all the other people do, which is stand outside all day until the shipment arrives. And by the way, it may not be that day, it might be the following day. But if you stand outside for 3 days consecutively...
What was that, overnight people are staying?
They're not staying overnight, they turn back up in the morning, like 6:37, and they wait until DHL deliver the box. And then they're first in line to get the watches. And usually the stock lasts for between 20 to 45 minutes, depending on how many pieces they get. But that's their advice, is stand and wait for 3 days. And
Is that a joke?
And you'll probably pick one up.
Do you know? But the hype will go soon because...
Yeah.
And then they'll regret it because then they won't be able to sell them. They are still going over list.
Are they seriously? Spence, get into your mic, son.
I've had someone offer me all of them, Gav.
All of them?
Yeah.
All of them.
But they're asking in the region of £800 to £1,000 a piece.
Oh, well.
But every single model.
I wouldn't pay 1 penny over list.
Every single model.
Ray, Spence, if you get back to Galway, oysters on me. Been shucking them down the market for 20 years. Thank you, Gav. Please, now the dust has settled, £260 for Swatch Omega disposable watches. I have to say, at £207 or whatever they are,
That's what they were in America,
yeah,
wasn't it?
They're 207 here. I absolutely love mine.
Yeah.
I do not take it off. I took it off tonight actually to put on this beautiful G-Shock, but I do not take it off, and I do actually love it. And I am a swatch man as well, so I do like swatches, and it does still feel lovely. I do like looking at it, and I've had a lot of attention on it, which is quite amazing because have I told you my story from last week, my Audemars story? Shall I tell everybody? I went to a meeting last week, everyone, and I was at this meeting, and there's a lady sitting next to me, and she had Audemars. It was a nothing meeting that's anything to do with anything you'd expect to see anybody from Audemars. Anyway, she had Audemars Piguet on her badge, and I thought, oh, that's really strange. Why is there a lady here from Audemars Piguet? Anyway, I saw her name on her badge, and I Googled her as I'm sitting next to her. She was the CFO. That's like...
So you in?
Number
so
two.
Sam,
I didn't even have the bottle to talk to her. I didn't even say a word because the thing was obviously nothing to do with watches. But I just sat there looking at her badge thinking, I cannot believe I'm sitting next to the CFO.
Yeah.
And what was she wearing? Patek?
She was wearing a beautiful gold.
Audemars.
Yeah, AP. It was absolutely stunning. Really, 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 really beautiful. Ian Nixon, love my Omega Swatch. It was free. Ian, you love a winner, don't you? You love a freebie. Great colour, isn't it, Ian? I think it's absolutely stunning, and I do very, very much love it. Guys, if there's any watches you would like to see on the show, please do pop it in the comments. It would be amazing to see, some of your requests come through. We say that on the unboxings, don't we, Kaylee?
Yeah.
Any watches you want to see unboxed. Tim Jacks, missed an opportunity there, Gav. I have to be honest, I'm not that person.
No.
If I saw somebody famous, I would absolutely...
You respect them and wouldn't want to hassle.
Yes. 3 weeks ago, I came face to face with one of my biggest heroes in my entire... I mean, it couldn't get any bigger for me because I came face to face with Harrison Ford in Selfridges.
Really?
I opened the door at Selfridges to leave, and Harrison Ford was coming in. I looked at him like as if to say, you're Harrison Ford. He looked at me as if to say, you recognise me, I'm Harrison Ford. We smiled and we just passed. And
wow.
Yeah. And my girlfriend said to me, well, go back and get a photo and an autograph. I thought, no, I could never do that. But it was...
he probably appreciates that, though.
It was
you know what I
amazing.
mean?
And he looks amazing because he's over here doing Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Yeah, number 77 or something. But yeah, he's over here. You stared at her badge. Lucky she didn't catch you. She would never believe you. You're absolutely right. It was right about there. Can we please see the yellow dial OP under the magnifier? Paul Steventon, bottle it more like Gav. You're absolutely right. I totally bottled it. Let's have a look at the yellow OP. There we go. I've got it under the magnifier. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves while I just sort this out. There you go. Kaylee, you going to be okay when I'm away?
Yeah, I've got this.
It's a great yellow in that, isn't it? It really is.
Let's see if I can blow it up with that. Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. Yeah.
It looks really small, though.
Rig says, what watch rolls do you recommend? Well, funny
These
enough,
ones.
This.
the Mirage. Hold up to your camera, Spencer. So we love the Mirage ones. We buy them on Amazon.
The great thing with this is that you can that they're held. They don't move around in there. Just slide out.
Yeah, they slide out and slide in, which is absolutely great.
Rather than the cushion.
Tim Jack says, love to see some more vintage pieces in the coming weeks. We can absolutely make that happen.
Yeah.
Craig Frood says, mustard. It does look a little mustardy, doesn't it?
It
Looks
does
like,
in there.
It looks like the
Bit
Coleman's
slightly,
French mustard. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nicola, that's the coolest thing to do, Gavin. He must have appreciated that you respected his privacy. I was shitting myself. I was shaking. I've only ever had that another time, and that was I came face to face with George Lucas at a premiere, and I shoved my son in front of him as if to say, you can get away with it. You go and have a photograph with him. Love the yellow mustard OP. That's the only colour I like. The other out of the unusual OP colours. If money was no object and you could buy them all, I think it's a nice set to have.
Yeah.
You've had people collect the whole set, haven't you?
Well, that was right at the beginning that people wanted to.
Yeah.
They said to try and buy it all from the same AD, whether anyone did or not. But it was something that was spoken about.
Right, should we take a look at this week's little unboxing? Kaylee, by the way, how am I doing? How do you rate me?
You're okay, yeah.
I'm not a patch on Janilda, am I?
No, I'm so sorry.
I know. Let's take a look. Right, you're excited to show this one, aren't you?
I really am, yeah.
Why? Without giving too much away, why are you excited?
Something is a girl's best friend. That's all I'll say for now.
Okay, that's great.
You picked this out though, Gav.
I did. It caught my eye.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
Let's show them. Hi guys, welcome back.
Good to be back. 3 on the spin for me. You haven't booted me out yet, Kaylee.
No, I'm loving having you do these with me.
Still working on having my nails done, don't you worry. I'll come in with a French manicure eventually, and we can talk about hair and nails.
There's a new nail place here, by the way.
Excellent. I won't be queuing up for that. Now, once again, we have a magical green large size box.
Yes.
Now, I did pick this out because it caught my eye, and I thought to myself, I haven't seen one of these. Like, I've seen a variation of this, but I've not seen this one. So, guys, for your viewing pleasure, what do we have here, Kaylee?
This is the Yacht-Master 40 Pave Diamond Set Dial, all factory.
So, when I pulled this out of the drawers, I said to you and I said to Spencer, bloody hell, that looks absolutely beautiful. Rose God, is this an aftermarket bezel? How does this sort of work? And you said to me, no, Gav.
Factory.
That is factory. And let me tell you, I am not a fan of Yacht-Masters at all.
You know.
And I love this. There is something about it that I think is so femininely elegant for sort of a medium-sized watch. What size is this?
This is 40.
It's a 40 mil.
But I will be honest, it might just be me, I don't know what your thoughts are. I feel because of the diamonds, I don't know if it just makes it look a little bit smaller than a 40. I think because it's not, because there's so much going on.
Yeah, because there's so much, and also it literally speaks to you. Once again, on the bezel, we've got this sort of fluted style. Then you've got this sort of matte finish on the outer ring.
Which that matte on the bezel with the Oyster Flex it looks great. Yeah,
it really does. I mean, it really sets it off beautifully. For me, the design of the case, I think, looks absolutely stunning. And, even from sort of the shoulders of the strap going all the way down to the crown is just beautifully finished. And I absolutely love that. I'm going to take it off and put it on because I don't see the point of having these watches if you can't throw them on the wrist. I know you and Janilda are always very respectful, obviously, to the watches. But I want to see how it feels and looks. And obviously, it's actually going to fit me. Oh my goodness. If I tell you, out of the watches I've tried on, this one fits absolutely beautifully. And I'm a fella, obviously. How do you think that looks on me?
I actually think
could I rock this? Could I work this?
Of course.
I really like that.
I really like that.
I mean, let's be honest. I think for a boy, this is a little bit on the ostentation side. But on you, Kaylee, this could be an absolute winner. Let me pop it on your wrist.
Pop it on my wrist, Cal.
Looking at the dial itself, what also I love about this is that all of the numbers are all encased in diamonds as well, aren't they?
Yes.
So it's a full pave across, is that the right word? Pave?
Yeah.
Pave?
I don't know if I'm saying it, that is what it's called. It's literally spelled P-A-V-E.
Yeah,
but
pave. Yeah, pave diamond set.
Just very English and Ilda would tell me off that I'm saying it incorrectly.
Yeah. But on you, I think that looks absolutely amazing. So I'm going to put that down on your Christmas wish list.
Yeah.
Would you be loving that one?
Do you know what? I would.
Now, a watch like that is not going to come with a small price tag. Number one, because it's rose gold. Number two, because it's got diamonds.
Yeah.
How much is that going to set me back?
That is 47.5.
47,500 spondulis.
Yeah.
Okay, and what year is that?
That is 2021.
Wow, it's in amazing condition, isn't it? As are, to be fair, all the watches that come through here.
But this is, I mean, it's unreal. I'm a little bit.
It is beautiful.
Do you know what I mean? I think when people think of factory diamond set Rolex, they think of the rainbow or the eye of the tiger.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily think of this lovely piece, it wouldn't necessarily come into their mind. But
Not that I want to be controversial, but that Eye of the Tiger for me is the ugliest watch I've ever seen.
what on the bracelet?
Just the ugliest watch I've ever seen. I know why people buy them because they're collectible, but I just don't see anybody wearing that. Let's pop that off for a second. I think for me also, Kaylee, the fact that it's on an Oyster Flex makes it so comfortable to wear.
Yes.
It has the grooves on the inside there that really sort of make it sit off your wrist just a little bit, allowing
and
for
also
a bit
the
of air.
comfiness. And I, to be honest, I think if this was on a bracelet, it wouldn't look nice.
I totally agree with you. I think it's the contrast of the diamond set, the matte black on the dial, and the rubber strap that really sort of sets it off. And actually, it's also the rose gold on the clasp.
That's what I was going to say.
Is sensational.
Yes.
And when we just clip that up, and we'll put it around the right way, and let's have a little look there. Beautiful, like really stunning.
This is actually lovely. It's lovely, isn't it?
I mean, I could honestly sit and stare at it all day long. It really does. It really does.
And also, Gav, could you imagine in like the sunlight, them diamonds?
Yeah, and it's absolutely stunning piece. So £47,500. Kaylee is on the website yet?
It's on the website, yep. So they can give us a call whenever. Come and try it on, ladies.
And we'll see you then on the next
Unboxing.
Bye now. Oh, I have to say that's an exception to the rule to me because I can tell you categorically I do not like Yacht-Masters until I saw that one in the drawer.
Yeah.
And I think that's an absolute stunner. I don't even know why I was drawn to it because it looks absolutely ridiculous on me. It looked great on you.
It's a ladies'
I
watch
loved
with
it.
a pavé dial.
Sorry, they can't hear you in Outer Mongolia.
I said it's a ladies' watch with a pavé dial.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it really does. And I think the fact that the bezel is like a matte finish with the Oyster Flex strap
Sorry.
goes really, really well. Nick Nicola agrees with me that the Eye of the Tiger Daytona is hideous. Yeah, it is, Spence. I'm just letting you know. You couldn't sell me that. Ever. In fact, I'd go as far as saying...
There's something for everyone.
Yes.
I agree. Look, it's not something I wear, but someone somewhere...
Hold on a second. This is a great moment. I'd just like to take this call. Hold on a second. Hello, son. Yeah, if you look on YouTube now, you're live in a live stream. Can I call you back? Bye. So every week I say to my son, do me a favour, don't ring me at 10 to 9 every Monday night. I'm doing a live stream. So I thought I'd ask him. So yeah, thank you, Jess. I'll deal with you after. Yeah, I really do like that. I thought it was a stunning piece. And that's what I love about coming into the vaults at your place, is there's always something different going on. You know, as the stock turns over and other pieces come in.
Something turns up.
We did some great unboxes today, which are going to come out next week.
Vacherons.
Exactly. Thanks for giving the...
Thanks, Spence.
Thanks, Spence.
Thanks.
Thanks for
They'll be gone by next
Team
week.
sport.
They'll be gone. They'll be gone.
Well, if they're gone, we'll just bin the videos we made. But yeah, in case you didn't get it, we got some Vacherons. That's great. I think now, on that note, let's do this. It's that time of the week. It's our questions from Instagram. This, I thought, was a great question. What watches are flippers offering you the most currently, Spencer? Or Kaylee?
Palm dial date
Yeah.
dress.
That's a popular thing coming, so there seems to be a few of those coming through, right?
Yeah, especially not just the green, the champagne palm dial. So both of them.
And that really getting off for quite a lot of those.
Yeah.
Wowza. Okay, thank you for your question. Question number 2 is from JC Flowerman. Do you see the discontinued Platinum Day Date going up in price, Spencer?
I think it will stay where it is for the time being because it's been discontinued.
Yeah.
And the new one with the diamond cut bezel is stunning.
Yeah. It's hard in this market to see anything going up. I think talk of things going up. I think all I want to see is a leveling out, right?
Plateauing a bit.
Yeah, and I think confidence to come back in the world, because it's all about the wider world now. So there we go. But that's a discontinued model. Question number 3. Oh, another platinum. What's happening with the Platinum Daytona? Will prices increase again on this piece?
I think when discontinued, yes, but at the moment they're coming down back to sort of November, December levels.
Yeah.
Around 100,000.
And it was those bigger sort of flex pieces that had the
crazy.
meteoric rises, didn't they? Yeah, especially around the time of Watches and Wonders, when there was talk of discontinuation and everything else. They were
it was prior to that,
yeah,
where they were going up, people thinking they would be discontinued.
Yeah. let's have a look. Oh, guys, obviously forgot to say, don't forget to give us an upvote. All we ask for is a thumbs up in life. I mean, that's pretty much about it. Time is given for free. Studio time we pay for, putting together a lovely show. And all we want is a little thumbs up. So if you can, we'd be very grateful. Question number 4. At current grey prices, what is your favourite watch under 15k?
The one I've always said, Submariner.
Submariner.
Yeah, I agree.
Still sub, date or non-date.
Yeah.
Date or non-date?
New 41 mil.
Yeah.
Always.
A staple,
Yeah.
It's
solid,
just, yeah.
doesn't shift much.
And they haven't moved that much, these sort of pieces.
No.
Always a winner. Always a winner. Question number 5 is, watch market stabilising or still plummeting?
I would say most things are starting to stabilise now.
Yeah.
Things that have come off, but everything's staying sort of...
Let's take Gotham Bamana's word plummeting. What actually plummeted?
I think things that have gone up to a ridiculous level.
Let's say like an Aquanaut, one of the Aquanaut models.
Some of the 5711s.
What about the John Mayer Daytona, something like that?
Yeah,
they got
that
up to
was like
sort of
120, 130,
Yeah.
now back at 90, 100.
Yeah.
Things are sort of where they were
Yeah.
tail end of last year, is what
Okay.
I'd say.
Hi guys, can you do an unboxing of a Tudor Pelagos FXD? Do you know what? As soon as one comes in, I'm actually dying to see it myself. So yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. We will get that done for you, Simon Carter. Gotham has another question. Is this watch, the 12670 BLRO, the best looking Rolex ever? That is a stupid question to ask you, Spencer.
What do
isn't
I
it?
wear? That's the
That's
watch
what you
I
wear
wear.
every day.
That is your absolute
I
favourite.
really like that at the moment.
I can't do Jubilee.
I love a Jubilee.
I love Jubilee.
And I'm not sure I'd wear that watch, funnily enough.
I just love Jubilee. So much more soft on the wrist. Just more... Just
Comfortable.
But I
just
would
more
have it on a
comfortable.
Coke. I'm going to ask the question, because you're the historian on all these things, and I guess all you viewers will know as well, but why was it called a Pepsi?
Well, the Pepsi...
When other things are Batman and Batgirls, and how did they go from
because
drinks?
it's the blue and red. The Coke was the black and red,
Yeah.
and the GMT.
But why, for example, that's blue and red. Why wasn't that Superman? I'm just saying, why wasn't it Superman? It's not that I'm a big superhero person.
But if I go back to years gone by,
Yeah.
back in the 90s, you had the GMT came with the all black bezel, the blue and red, and the black and red, and it was Coke and Pepsi. But that was years before
Yeah.
you had the Batman.
Yeah. So nicknames just became a thing after.
The Hulks.
Yeah.
But that was probably one of the earlier nicknames.
Okay. Ian Nicholson, boom, boom. The only watch really plummeted was the one you dropped, Gav. You've got a very, very good memory. There wasn't just one. I think there was about 5
think
over
there
the
was
course
quite
of a
a
year
few.
and a bit. Yeah. Oh, Glorious Home. Hello, host. Hello, Glorious Home. Nicola, I think the Jubilee fits smaller wrists more naturally. Red Shovel, why wasn't it Superman? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Called Pepsi because of the aluminium.
I don't think it was.
MA89 thinks it was.
I think it was because of the colour.
Josh
You had the
Benson,
Pepsi and
drinks
the
came
Coke.
before superheroes. I'm not sure that's entirely correct, Josh. Wasn't Superman 1929? Or maybe Pepsi was as early as that. Maybe. You could all be right. I'm just saying, maybe they should have all been drinks, but then we wouldn't have the Riddler, would we? I think we're pretty much out of time tonight, Spencer, because I know you've got a ginormous poker game to get to, haven't you? Now that apparently you can't make money as a watch dealer, you've got
We've got to turn to gambling.
resort to gambling. Yeah, on a weekly, but no, you always play poker on a Monday, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, well, make sure you go and clean up this evening. Kaylee, good luck next week. We'll Spence.
Kaylee's going to hold the fort with Paul.
Well, we've got a party next Monday night, and I think we'll just sneaky off into the corner and we'll open up the phone and we will tune into the live stream under some pseudonym, and basically we'll troll you.
Harass us.
We'll troll you the whole night. Oh, Murat's come up with a comment. Let's answer him just quickly. If you three were to choose and live with 2 watches only for the rest of your lives, which 2 watches would that be? That's a great question. I feel like we're going to leave it as a cliffhanger, but let's answer that. What 2
For me,
watches?
would be the Submariner Date
Yeah,
and the Pepsi.
and you could live with those for the rest of your life. Okay, I have a problem with one of mine.
Go on.
Not out yet.
No. mine requires a battery, and if I lived with it for the rest of my life, and it would. But currently speaking, I would have to take my Moonswatch. It would fall apart, but I do love it. And for me, out of my watches, I'd have my Hulk, even though I don't wear it every day.
Yeah.
Moonswatch and a Hulk for me.
Mine would be the steel and yellow gold Datejust with the green dial, diamond 6 and 9.
Lovely.
And probably the yellow gold Daytona with the green dial. It's that or a Pepsi. Yeah.
Okay, that or the
them.
Pepsi. Greggy Boy's just given a super chat for $1.99. Can I just please make an announcement? Please don't give us any super chats. I've got to work out how to turn it off. Greggy, I'm going to send you back your £1.99. Do you know how to turn it off, James? Please turn it off. It was a Janilda leaving fund thing, just like a present from you guys. So yeah, we can turn it off. But Greggy, very much appreciated. I'm going to send that straight back to you. Spencer, sub meaning the Smurf you've got, or just the steel sub?
No, I think steel sub.
Just a steel sub.
Steel sub.
Yeah.
But I do love the Smurf. I mean, I would struggle to be limited to 2 watches.
Oh, Super Chat missed my message. It says to help keep a roof over Spencer's head. God bless you. God bless you. And we'll all move in with him. Guys, that's going to do us for tonight. Spencer, go on, do your legendary outro, and we'll be watching from Ibiza.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. And remember, if you haven't dealt with us yet, it's only a matter of time.
See you, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.